Is this even scary? Like it's like a good character?
Yeah.
Is this scary? Like, are you scared?
That's supposed to talk to you.
Is this a good character? Okay, like, I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. Like, don't follow me! That is the third time he's taken out the trash today. Who has that much trash? The last neighbors who lived there didn't have that much trash, and they were a family of 7. Did you know that Jeffrey Dahmer kept his bodies in giant barrels? Not the same, however, people get very creative when desperate. No, Jessica, I'm not insinuating he's a serial killer. I'm just saying, and it's none of my business. However, a lot of women go in and I don't see them come out. Unless they're coming out in those giant trash bags. All right, I know I'm letting my imagination run amok again. I have a very creative imagination, Jessica. For the church Christmas potluck, I brought in reindeer cookies, and for the antlers, I used candy cane. Well, that went over famously. Oh, and he brought in the most amazing meat dish. Oh. You know, sometimes I think Florida sunsets are just God's way of saying, hey, I'm still here. Thanks for taking me to the fair, Bobby. I love watching you hand out Bud Lights to those little kids, and you look really good. I love how you started braiding your rat tail. It looks just like my dad's. You know, I never thought I'd find love. I mean, after my cousin dumped me. But you came into Spencer's Gifts where I was working with your female body inspector shirt and just stole my heart. And you've been so sweet to me. I mean, you won me this stuffed dinosaur at the balloon dart throw booth, which is really hard to do. And you got my boobs tattooed on your arm. Like, I can't think of anything more romantic. And the likeness is like crazy. Do you remember our first date? It was a sunset just like this one, and you were like, that sunset is fucking hot. And so are you. On a climax right then and there. And then we looked out on the sunset and we were like, that's flat, that horizon is flat. So like, why do people say the earth is round? Thanks for coming on this super fun, spontaneous, not an emergency fun girls trip. Ibiza is amazing this time of year. And seriously, we have so much fun together. Do you remember when Delta was rushing and you threw your used tampons at the freshmen? One of them got toxic shock syndrome just from touching it. Like, seriously, what is going on down there, girl? You should get that checked out. I can't even begin to even. I'm so glad I stayed in last night. I just need to reset and put myself first, and plus my license is still suspended from that silly DUI. I barely blew a .35. What are the police even doing? Where are my tax dollars going? You know what I mean? Oh, this? Oh no. I just get the worst bloody noses. Literally, it's like a geyser. It's definitely not because I slit my cheating boyfriend's throat and pulled his tongue out through the opening and then cracked his ribs open and splayed them like bird wings. Hey, can you pick your shit up, please? You walk by it 100 times a day, you can't take your shit, put it upstairs. Don't you roll those goddamn eyes at me. I'm not your maid. You got 2 good legs and opposable thumbs, so you're not an animal. So take your shit, put it upstairs. Why am I freaking out? I'll tell you why I'm freaking out. Because we're hosting Thanksgiving dinner this year, and this place looks like a freaking crack house. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore? Nice, very progressive. We send you to that free-thinking liberal arts college, $60,000 a year, you come back a lesbian. Can I tell you one thing, please? With that half-shaved head, you look like a Nazi, and you smell like patchouli and regret. Why can't you be a subtle gay like your cousin Michael, who is coming tonight, by the way, and could you do me a favor? Not tell him he's lying to himself by not coming out until he cries, like you did with the Epstein boy down the street. We don't get invited to their Break the Fast party anymore. I loved that party. They had cream cheese in the shape of the 10 Commandment slabs, and every year, Bernie Rackling gets a little too drunk on wine and gets a little too handsy with me. Which, at my age, I don't mind. Don't get me wrong, your father and I have a very healthy sexual relationship. What? Sex is natural and beautiful, but I can't talk to my daughter about it? Okay, fine. Set the table. And could you do it the right way, please? Unlike how you came out of me? No, you want to see my scars? 48 hours of labor. I get a huge scar. But you know what? You were worth it. Adolf, how many times have I told you to separate your poopy underwear from the rest of your dirties? We live in a bunker, not a frat house. And why don't you take me out anymore? It's always Birch's Gardens this, underground bunkers that. And why don't you talk to me? Mein Kampf, what about our Kampf? You're not even listening to me. Biff, Hunter, Rachel,